Okay, coming to you live from the Hadoop Summit here in Santa Clara. I'm with Charles Zedlewski. How are you?
I'm great, thanks for having me.
So you're VP of Product at Cloudera.
That's right.
Can you tell me just a little bit about what is Cloudera about? How does it fit into the whole Hadoop ecosystem? You're obviously one of the bigger names in the field, but how did you guys come about, and what problems are you solving for customers?
Sure. So Cloudera was founded about 3 years ago, and it was founded under the belief that Hadoop, which at the time was a technology really just being used by a limited number of web companies, had great potential for the enterprise. And so the company was co-founded by people that came from both the enterprise software world and also from the web world. So Jeff Hammerbacher, who was at Facebook and built out the data infrastructure, which is now, Facebook has the single largest Hadoop deployment in terms of petabytes under management. Jeff was one of our co-founders. By contrast, Mike Olson, career database guy, he had been working at Oracle and SleepyCat before that and Illustra before that. So they were started just with the belief that this technology had great potential in the mainstream enterprise. And over the course of 3 years, we've watched that transformation happen. Cloudera went from a company that was principally servicing web companies in the first year of its life, where today Cloudera is disproportionately serving traditional companies in banking and telecommunications and government and retail and media. Getting into what we do for them specifically, we do two things. We're a two-product company. We provide an open source distribution that includes Apache Hadoop. It also includes a number of other open source software components, because we saw this sprawling ecosystem of innovation that had been growing around this flexible big data management space. And we thought that much in the same way that in the Linux world, you have the Linux kernel, but then from that you also have lots of other packages that make up a complete operating system, that Hadoop needed the equivalent, that people didn't want to have to piece together their own data management system from scratch. They wanted something that was pre-integrated, pre-tested, pre-packaged, and easy to consume. So we do that with Cloudera's distribution that includes Apache Hadoop. It is totally Apache licensed, it's totally free, and it's been available for several years now and is used in tens of thousands of nodes in all kinds of different businesses. The second thing that we also do for customers is we try to help them to run Hadoop in production. So more and more enterprises are moving Hadoop into mission-critical use cases, and they're starting to care about things like availability, performance, transparency, manageability, as well as also the skills and the overall cost of maintaining this ever-growing system in their organization. So for that, we have another product. It's a subscription service that we call Cloudera Enterprise. And Enterprise is predictably, for an open source company, we provide support, L1 through L3 support on the open source software. But on top of that, we also give people a subscription license to a management framework which sits alongside the open source software.
And how are you selling this? How much is direct and how much is through partners or channels?
Well, we collaborate with a lot of different partners, but ultimately, and we actually do have one outright reseller relationship in Japan, because it didn't make sense for us to build all that infrastructure in Asia ourselves. But the remainder of the time, typically we're the one that has the final contractual relationship with customers. But that said, we go to market with all kinds of great partners that make complementary products and services. So we really see our distribution as an open platform, and we want as many other members of the Hadoop ecosystem to be commercially successful working with that platform, whether that be SIs or hardware vendors or tool and application vendors.
And then last but not least, today there's it was yesterday, the big announcement of Hortonworks. So, and you've been working closely with Yahoo Hortonworks being the group they're spinning out of Yahoo.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Well, we've been working with individuals that are now part of that company for 3 years now, because a very high percentage of Cloudera employees are contributors and committers to both Apache Hadoop, but also Apache Hive, Apache HBase, Apache Flume, Apache Scoop. So we've had lots of common cause in the open source ecosystem. And we are, I think, two organizations that are committed to the idea of an open platform. We believe that both customers and also the rest of the vendor ecosystem wants to commit to an open system. And we are both committed to making Hadoop ever more useful in ever more places. So for sure on the commercial side, I imagine we're going to compete for support business if nothing else. But I think more important is that we keep a good working relationship between our engineering teams, and we continue to innovate out in the open and make the Hadoop stack the most compelling way to flexibly manage large volumes of data.
Excellent. Charles, thanks so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.